We are here for the One Pride Podcast. And of course, I am here with my partner in crime. They call him the man, the myth, the legend who makes onions cry. That is Nick Bawden, Sports Talk, also known as Travis Troxel. What's going on, Travis?
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody's having a great Thursday and the Lions are drinking on the Kool-Aid.
Oh, Woo-Laid! And we have a special guest here today. He is the man who comments. He's the nicest guy in the world. He's also a veteran. He's one of my favorite subscribers, Mr. Vash Starwind. What's going on, Vash?
Well, hello, YouTube land. Big thank you to anyone here today. I really thank you a lot. Been supporting for a while. Independent, Detroit, Sports Talk. You got to love it. Go Lions. Oh, yeah.
Woo-wee! And next is someone I don't know because I cannot see the title.
Mark Orum.
What's going on, Mark?
Orum. How's it going, guys? What's going on, man? How's everyone's Thursday today? Came in a little late. What's up?
Fantastic. Fantastic. See, the reason I don't know, folks, it's not on my channel. And I can't tell because he changed his avatar like a punk. Thank you, Mark Orum. Yes.
I thought my name would be on there, man. Sorry.
Nope, it was not. You SOB. But next, we have, he is a guy who gives me a lot of grief because I love Bo and he don't. His name is Tone. What's going on, Antonio Hightower?
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing really good, man. I'm ready. Travis, can you do me a big-time favor and tell me who is in the chat? Let's get some shout-outs in there.
Yeah, we got Zombie JLT1. We got Quesadilla Padilla. We got MicroMike, the Derrn.
I hope
Kyle
I'm here.
Webb. We got John Kapler. We got Shadow Chief. Sports Player 2.0, Daniel, Jorge, Mr. Dope, Below Zero, Buffed Up, Frog Crop, the Gridiron Blitz, C. Perry, Dr. Detroit, Chris Castball, Water King Anonymous, and Josh Zofri. Hopefully I said your name correctly.
And if you did not get mentioned, let me know. I will shout you out. I can see the comments, and that's what it's all about. Let's just get straight to the show. We have a lot of information regarding our beloved Detroit Lions, especially in training camp. Travis Troxel, a lot of news coming out. Offense looking good. Defense getting a little bit iffy. What do you like so far in training camp in regards to the offense? That Marvin Jones Jr. has continued every day to score more touchdowns than I can believe. What do you think about that, Travis?
Well, as long as that offensive line can withstand the testament of time, and that's the one thing that they are lacking is just time together. But if they can, get to where they're comfortable with each other and Matthew Stafford can stay upright, I think this offense is going to be lights out. Marvin Jones Jr., Kenny Golladay, Danny Amendola, Quintez Cephas, Long Ball Hall. I mean, the list goes on. Can we not forget TJ Hawkinson? Jesse James needs a bounce back year. If he can stay, healthy and also the offensive line does their job, Matthew Stafford would be able to, go out and throw him the ball and he'll be able to catch it. And we need him to catch the football because we did pay him quite a penny last season.
Yes. I love deep balls Hall. He's definitely goes. He definitely goes.
Let's go, Ryan.
Vash Starwind, what is an observation you love seeing right now when it comes to Marvin Jones or any of the wide receivers from training camp?
Well, it's really good to see, especially when we knew how good that receiving core is capable of, because we all know that Matthew Stafford has the capability to be an MVP quarterback and to get those yards and to get those touchdowns. At this point in his career, he has mastered his craft. Those receivers, man, we got some deadly weapons. That's really cool. It's really cool. It's good to see. It's good we addressed our line. Very exciting. Very exciting. Very excited to see it.
Excited indeed. And before I throw it to Mark Orum, because I know he'll be a little bit happy, I got to go to Antonio, the killing Mike Will Kool-Aid guy.
Marvin.
Tone, what do you think about what's taking place with the wide receivers, specifically Marvin Jones?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Hello?
Hello.
We hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
I'm not
Here, brother.
surprised because Marvin Jones has been pretty good. Marvin Jones is really close in terms of Kenny Golladay in terms of skill, but we don't really talk about that. Marvin Jones has always been a monster. There's even
Yeah.
times where he looks better than
Yes.
Kenny Golladay. So Marvin Jones is that guy. Now, the only question we had about him was how he's going to look coming back from the injury, but like that's never really been a problem with Marvin Jones.
Yeah.
Now, the real question about Marvin Jones would be next year and a year after this, but this year is not really a question about Marvin Jones and what he can do. This offense as a whole can be really good. I think people are hyping it up. I've seen people try to tell me that we were the number one passing offense last year. We were not, but no. I heard people say we could be top 5. We could be top 5. We're not top 5 right now. We could be if TJ breaks out, and a lot of things would have to go the Lions' way for us to be top 5. We probably top 10 at the moment, and the Lions' offense is really, really good. Now, I question how we would do against elite defenses because we didn't really get tested. Like the only elite defense we went against last year was the Vikings, in which we had a good game because Marvin Jones destroyed everybody he went against. In the Packers game, in which we couldn't move the ball other than the first quarter. So that's my real question about the offense. Like, how are we going to do against the elite defenses? Because the Chicago Bears have elite defense, Vikings have elite defense, Packers have elite defense, Tampa Bay has an elite defense.
What happened to Packers? They have elite referees. That's what they got over there. That's what they got over there.
What are they thinking? Do they have eyes?
Their quarterback is also an elite actor.
Yes,
that
he
is
is.
facts.
Yes.
That is facts.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, Mark Orum from Orum's Forum, what do you like seeing? Specifically, Marvin Jones.
Got him.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm impressed. Marvin Jones, we all know what Marvin Jones is about, and let's be real with this, man. He's literally looking for a contract, and he's balling out there. Like we said, like Antonio said, people start hyping up this offense. I'm one of them. I've said that they're a top 5, that they can potentially be a top 5 offense, and it starts with guys like Marvin Jones. He just needs to stay healthy. And it's all about the health. We all know that. Facts, right? So it starts with him and Kenny. I think Hawkinson could be that X factor. And to touch on what Tony's, and to touch on what Tony, I keep calling him Tony. I don't know why. Tony, that's toenail.
Hey, we got toenail here.
Just to touch on what Antonio said about those elite defenses. I think now that it looks like we're going to have a running game, it looks like we're like capable of running the football. I think it's going to change that playing. Because defense will play us differently. You know what I mean? They won't just focus on Stafford and those wide receivers. Having a healthy carry-on, a healthy Swift.
Healthy TJ Hawkinson, who has a very high ceiling.
Everybody, man. Everyone just needs to stay healthy. I think it's going to be a very exciting offense to watch. And I'm fired up, guys. I can't wait. What is it, 18 days, 19 days?
Pride Time B, what's going on, buddy? He is a Detroit Lions YouTuber as well. Subscribe to his channel. Very good dude. Got some fantastic content. Also in news is Taylor Decker has been having an outstanding camp. And I mean outstanding camp. He has just been protecting the blind side of Matthew Stafford. Trey Flowers is looking not too good. Is this, Travis, is this Taylor Decker doing great? And if so, do we extend him? Or is this scary because the defensive line is not doing too good on the edges?
Well, let's hope it's him actually doing good, because that's good news for our offense, and that's good news for, the most important position on the offensive line is your blind side tackle. A lot of injuries will happen when you don't have a great left tackle if you're a right-handed quarterback, because you're not going to be able to see the hit. So having Tyler Decker ball out like he is, that's a good sign. Yeah. Now for the defense, that's a bad sign. So it's a tale of two tapes, but I hope that the defensive line can get better, because we're going to need it. We are definitely going to need it. It's going to help our linebackers. It's going to help our cornerbacks. It's going to help our safeties. So in order to do that, you have to really be able to provide enough pressure and enough time for Stafford to be able to hold the ball and actually go through his reads.
Got to hold those balls, man.
Got to hold those balls.
You got to
Starwind.
juggle them. You got to juggle them a little bit. Got to give them a juggle.
Giggity.
That looks so
Jeez.
bad, man.
Hey. What up? You gotta juggle the balls.
Oh no, my God.
Oh, no.
Test your might.
Oh, I don't know if I can test my might here. Vash, what do you think about Taylor Decker dominating? And if so, do we extend him? Because that's a question mark. Or is it defensive ends not doing so well?
What I keep thinking about and makes me excited is that TJ Hawkinson, the Hawk, has been training with Kittle. He looks like a beast. Talk about adding to the offensive line. Talk about a dynamic that could really, really get you those first downs, those tough third downs, those end zone touchdowns, that key block. And I want to go on and on about the Hawk. I'm really rooting for everybody on the lines, on the offensive line. I know they've probably been away from football, so they're probably very, very happy to be together and be playing some football. When you're pent up, been through a lot of stress, some members on the team went through tragic or hard times. Now they get to come back and focus. And I bet they'll come back stronger than ever. So, me, I'm always looking for the best. And on the positive side, I'm excited. I believe in them. You know it.
Oh, I definitely know it. A huge shout out, Frog Crop, $5 super chat. Frog Crop, bow, bow, bow. Y'all got to do the
going on, Frog Crop?
Hey, $5 super chat. You are.
Here we go. Money.
Oh yeah, man.
Here comes the money.
That was. I had no idea about that, folks. I had no idea. None whatsoever.
Appreciate that, Frog Crop.
If you've not hit that like button, please hit that like button. It is very important to help Travis Troxel Sports Talk get this content out there. We have 20 in the chat. We have 24 thumbs up. Maybe everybody hit it, but if you haven't done so, please do that. It'll help him out. Toenail, also known as Antonio Hightower.
Oh man.
What do you think about Taylor Decker? Is this a Taylor Decker plus, or is this a Trey Flowers negative? Do we extend him? What do you think, man?
This definitely it's a Taylor Decker plus, because Taylor Decker, other than the Arizona game, was getting better all year. Even though some fans think he's trash for some reason, even though he's like our second best lineman. Like somebody tried to tell me that Big B is as good as Taylor Decker. I'm like, Big B at his best isn't as good as Taylor Decker. Big B at his best isn't as good as Taylor Decker is worst. Like, come on, let's calm down now. Taylor Decker's been playing pretty good for ever since, other than that Arizona game, which he struggled and probably was injured. He's been pretty amazing. Because I had already heard early in training camps that him and Trey Flowers would start off the pass rushing reps against each other, and they would trade, and they was pretty much trading throughout the whole training camp. So this is definitely for me plus Taylor Decker.
And I really hope you're correct, because I want to see the defensive line, the ends, get after it. And so if that's the case, it's a positive Taylor Decker. Man, that's a good sign. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to see that. What do you think about you, Mark Orum? What do you think about this situation that's taking a camp? You got Taylor Decker, the big deck. He loves stopping that rush, and Trey Flowers. What do you think about this?
I think it's a plus for Taylor Decker for sure. It's another guy looking for a contract as well. So he's looking to get extended. I'm kind of on the fence with it a little bit, though. I'm not a huge fan of Taylor Decker, but I don't dislike him in the same sense. He's a good tackle, but I'm not too sure about extending him right away. I would really like to see the season play out for him and just to see how well he really does. Because let's be honest, Trey Flowers, I don't think is a dominating defensive end. I really don't think he is, guys. And and I can't keep a straight face, man. I can't.
They're all gonna laugh at you. No.
I just, you know what I mean? But I am somewhat of a fan of Decker. Let's hold off on extending him and giving him that big left tackle money that those left tackles deserve. He's Trey Flowers. I'm totally not sold on Trey Flowers still, man. I need to see more, but I do like that he's dominating. That's what he should be doing. He was a first-round pick. He needs to protect Stafford's backside, and let's get it, man. Like let's see him earn that money. Go get that money.
Money, money, money. And that's what we see here from Noble Sports Entertainment. TA himself, $5 super chat. We appreciate you. He's part of Infinite Sports Network. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. He is one bad BA. He is almost at 9K. And guess what? Travis Troxel just hit 2K. So congratulations to him. He is one bad man.
Appreciate that. And shout out to Noble.
Shout out to Noble. And he says, what do you guys...
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
That is not money. That's a strong deal. But he says here, what do you guys think about the first 4 games of the season? Give a prediction. I'm going to start this out, man. And you know me as Mike Will, the Kool-Aid drinking, the man who just puts it in his bloodstream. And that's all I do is Kool-Aid all day long. But my prediction's 2-2. 2-2. We win the first 2 games, and I think we lose the next 2 games. What say you, Mark Orum from Orum's Orum?
Orum. I'm gonna say 2-2 as well. Who was the first one? Chicago, right? Chicago, Green Bay, Saints. Is it the Saints? The third game?
Cardinals.
No, Cardinals and then the Saints.
You know what, man? I'm gonna go 3-1. I'm gonna say 3-1. I'm gonna go 3-1. I'll be drinking that Mike Will a little bit today.
Let's go
on that one. So, I think we lose. I think we lose to Green Bay, though. I got a feeling we'll lose to Green Bay, but I think we can beat the Saints. Yeah, I think we're gonna pull a rabbit out of somewhere.
You're gonna pull a hat out of a rabbit.
Gonna pull a rabbit out of gonna pull a hat out of a rabbit, bro, and it's never been done. Something that's never been done before. Something that's never been done. I'm gonna say 3-1, man. Why not, man?
Hey, I like it. Vash Starwind, the man who is always happy no matter what. What is your prediction? The first 4 games for our beloved Detroit Lions. Give a prediction.
3-2. That would be nice, at least.
Well, out of 4 games, that equals 5 games if you do 3 + 2.
Oh, 3-1. I guess I didn't hear you right.
That's okay.
Numbers, what are those?
That's okay. So he says 3-1. He is the Kool-Aid drinking with Mark Orum. Tone,
yeah,
I already know what you're going to say.
Oh, he got some blue Kool-Aid.
Right?
Nah, I'll go 1-3.
Of course.
Oh my God.
I can't go with
in the honor of
4, but 0-4 is very possible.
In the honor of the Gridiron Blitz, to the no.
And why is that?
I mean, like I said, I question how this offense would do against elite defense as well. 3 to first 4 teams we'll be playing against. Those some elite defenses. I think we're gonna beat the Cardinals because I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they can cover a feather. But you know, the Packers bringing back their whole defense. The Bears getting healthy because they got back Akeem Hicks, and they also picked up Robert Quinn, who had a pretty dang good year for the Cowboys. So now they have 2 pass rushers and an interior pass rusher. I don't like how that sounds. The cornerback room is kind of questionable, but they picked up a guy like in the draft. So yeah, I question how we're gonna move against them. Also, how the offense is gonna look now that they have a quarterback who isn't completely trash. With Nick Foles, the Saints are just a monster on offense and defense. Is the problem. Like they have an amazing offensive line, good receiving core, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, even if he is overrated. Great running backs. Defense is amazing. They got corners, safeties, linebackers, D-line. They got everything. Even because I mean,
they don't have penetration.
They do not.
They can't penetrate. They can't penetrate like the Penn Ossini.
And they don't have divergence. So yeah, that's a big loss.
So you're telling me if Pennicini penetrates, you're not divergent then, or you're divergent? So that's very interesting. Travis Troxel, we go from 2-2, 3 3-1s, and then 1-3. Travis Troxel, I think you're gonna say what 4-0. I know you. You drink that Kool-Aid like no other man. Let's hear it.
Do it, Trav. Do it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, do it.
Glug, glug, glug.
Here we go.
We are going 4-0 in my early predictions.
Yes.
I did have in my
Attaboy.
earlier predictions 3-1, but since everybody said 3-1, 1-3, and 2-2, I said, you know what? Let's go off the boards.
Off the
4-0.
charts.
We are going to beat the Chicago Bears. We are going to have our revenge on the Green Bay Packers. We are going to have our revenge on the Arizona Cardinals. And who that? Who? Because guess what? You're going to be saying boo-hoo. It's going to be the Lions all the way.
That is insane. That is insane. He is saying
He's
4-0.
a crazy boy.
That's why you got to go. You have to go after Antonio Hightower because he is the guy that brings you down, but Travis lifts you up. And let's talk about training camp today. Let's continue to talk about there's observations. TJ Hawkinson has been lighting camp up. However, Tracy Walker had the better of him. Is this a good sign? Because I was worried. I was worried that, my God, our defense, Tracy Walker. But now Tracy Walker did fairly well the last couple of practices. Mark Orum from Orum's Forum. What do you think about this?
Well, it's good, man. He's one of our starting safeties, and I guess he's been switching back and forth to the first and second team during training camp because of I'm pretty sure they're doing that because of the curse situation. So they're going to want to see who's who. The Will Harris has been kind of going into the first team reps, second team reps, but we all know Tracy Walker is a starting safety for this team, and he, just like I said about Hawkinson, he can be the X factor on offense. I think Tracy Walker can be that X factor on defense. We really need him to step up. It's his third year in the league. He's gonna be looking for that big money. His contract will be coming up in a year or so too as well.
Good point.
So that's another guy looking for money. And hey, he was one of those third round gems that Quinn kind of grabs every now and then, and that he gets lucky with, right? And he seems to get those guys in the third round. And there's another guy like Kenny Galladay. Now it's Tracy Walker. Hopefully he can turn into one of the top. I'm hoping he turns into at least a top 7, top 10 safety eventually. Right now he's not, okay? But we all know we can see the talent with Tracy. So I love that he came into camp looking absolutely like great. He looked so fit too. He looked a lot bigger. He looks faster, and he finally had a really dominating day today. And he kind of needed that too, because he was having some good battles with Hawk, but I guess he really balled out today, and that's really impressive. We need Tracy Walker to step up.
Yeah, but it's definitely important for Tracy Walker to have balls out today.
Balls out.
That's definitely important.
Balls out. Balls. Yeah.
Vash Starwind. What do you think about this? Because these two have been battling like crazy. I wish I could see it in person. Thank you, pandemic, for screwing me over. What do you think about Tracy Walker finally kind of getting his balance there with the Hawk?
You know, it's going to be really nice to see, because by the time it happens, he'll be really warmed up. I had a thought, that is, guys, think about how much time Matthew Stafford has had to heal his body, though, so that's a good thing. So, I mean, the chances of him coming back, and he's going to be wanting to really show something. I think it could be a big, exciting year for the Lions. I think regardless of getting through this pandemic, I think all the players are going to be playing really hard. I'm a really hopeful, positive person, so I see good things for Tracy Walker. Yes, indeed. I see good things for Matthew Stafford coming back fully healthy.
I like that you see these things. That makes me happy.
Facts.
Antonio Hightower, the battle that's taken place with these two. What is interesting to you? Do you think that Tracy Walker
Thank you, Mark Orum,
is starting to get his feet a little warmed up? Because TJ Hawkinson, let's make no mistake about it, is a stud.
Yeah.
Antonio.
Yeah. I mean, Tracy Walker was playing good against tight ends last year. Like in the Eagles game, we were running bracket coverage on the tight end all game. Went into the fourth quarter, put Tracy Walker one-on-one with him. They tried to throw it to him, and then nothing happened. Did the same thing against the Chiefs. We put him on Travis Kelce. Other than a few plays, Travis Kelce basically was ghost. didn't do anything. Tracy Walker's always shown he could be really good playing coverage against tight ends. So this isn't really surprising to me. I also want to see how TJ would go against Tracy Walker because nobody else on the team can guard him. Our the safeties either can't cover, are too slow, and our linebackers, I mean, don't even talk about our linebackers? Nah.
We will be talking about this. This is a big deal today.
I guess Kirst is having a pretty decent one-on-one battles with Hawkinson, though. Kirst, I guess, is playing pretty well.
About Kirst. Yeah, Kirst is good, but
he's good, bro. He's very underrated.
Everybody else is questionable. But yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, Tracy Walker's always been really good in coverage. He's always been amazing against tight ends. So he's done it against some of the best. So this is not surprising.
Trucks, thoughts. Let's go, Trucks.
Hey, let's just say this. With Tracy Walker coming back and healthy and with a healthier defense, he is my bold prediction to win Defensive Player of the Year.
What?
Yes.
Of the NFL?
No,
the whole NFL?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be Nick.
I'm gonna say in the just in the NFC.
What's that?
He's gonna be the NFC Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay, man.
But
I
mean,
like
he's
right.
like you guys were saying, he was locking up top tight ends. That's amazing. So for him to come back and with a healthier defense, people forget when this defense was healthy, they were actually getting after teams. They were punching out the football. They were doing a whole lot of different things to where, you know, you can actually go out and win football games. It wasn't up until the 21 people on injured reserve where we started really slipping. And it was at an alarming rate.
That is one bold prediction, and
I love it though.
I love that you went there. I'm not. Look, I like to go bold, but that's a little too much Anquan Bolden for me.
Mr. MicroMike, sir. Mr. MicroMike, sir. May I say, I want to give a big shout out to some people in the chat. Quesadilla Padilla, Zombie JLT1. We got Josh X05. We got Retro Ryan. I saw so many wonderful, beautiful people in here. I see you guys. I see your comments. I appreciate everyone for watching. Tell your friends and family. Thanks for coming in the show. I appreciate very much. Appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much, guys. I love you guys. Heck yeah.
Yeah, and you want to know what? You guys are the MVPs. I appreciate you. I love your guys' channel. I watch the retro stuff when I can, and I do.
It's all good.
It's all good, man. So make sure you subscribe to their channel because they are a YouTube channel.
Good people.
That creates content. So subscribe to their channel. That's what it's all about. We are a unit, not just one pride, but we are one in regards to bringing content out there. Let's get to these linebackers. Interesting news that came out with Jelani Tavai and Jared Davis. I'm going to throw this one at you, Mark Orum, because guess who practiced in the middle? It wasn't Jared Davis. It was the Jelani Tavai. What is your thoughts on this?
I remember a few months back hearing about this, that they were going to give him a lot of responsibilities this year to actually run that defense, give him that green dot. A green dot on the helmet, and I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. He's obviously learned the playbook. He's stepping up his game. I haven't really heard that he's doing a whole bunch in training camp. I haven't really heard too much to the middle though, and that kind of story coming out was like one of the first things I heard about him. But I guess not hearing anything negative is a problem in a way, if you want to look at it that way. But yeah, this doesn't surprise me because I remember months back them saying that they were going to give Tavai a lot of responsibilities this year to actually run that defense. And the Jared Davis, man, he needs to be put on notice. He does.
He got put on notice, and I'm going to throw the number one Jared Davis
for sure.
fan. The number one Jared Davis fan on this panel is none other than Antonio Hightower. Antonio Hightower, what do you think about Jelani Tavai in the middle?
I mean, they were already doing this towards the end of the year, so I'm not surprised. I mean, I was hoping they would do this because Jared Davis couldn't cover my grandma.
My God.
That's true, though. It's true, though. Yeah, it's true, bro. You're right.
Got him.
Got him.
Damn, JD.
Got him.
Yeah, I was hoping this happened. I mean, because they were doing it slowly over the year. Because I understand that they didn't want to give a rookie too many responsibilities, which the Lions usually try to do, try to ease him in slowly. Now they gave him the full role because we got to see how he'll do. He started playing. He played nice in that role last year, but we're going to see what he do this year against some more explosive passing offenses. But yeah, I kind of expected this. I kind of wanted this to happen. Only other person I think could have did this would be Jamie Collins, and I didn't think they was going to put Jamie Collins at just one spot like that. So I kind of expected it would be Tava running at the mic.
I agree there. Travis Troxel at Troxel Sports Talk. Tavai, the middleman. And before I get to this, I got to let you guys know in 30 minutes, 29 minutes, no, 28 to be exact, we're going to go to you for chat questions. You run the show at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. I don't care what it is. If you want to ask me, if you want to ask Vash, that's over here. If you want to ask Travis Troxel, Mark Orum, and Toenail, you pick. If all of us a question, that's fine. Doesn't even have to be Detroit Lions. So you let me know. But what do you think about this Travis Troxel Sports Talk, Jelani Tavai, and not Nick Bawden in the middle?
Hey, you could get that, brother. Now, I'm actually excited about this because it's about time. All last season, I was like, put Tavai in the middle and throw Jared Davis on the outside.
I agree.
Yeah. You will be able to actually be able to run your system properly. Get the guys in better positions. When the guys are in better positions, it's easier to win the play. You have to win each play. You get about, say, 50 to 90 plays. You have to go out and win each play. It's one play at a time, one drive at a time. And in order to do that, you have to get Jelani Tavai in that middle. You have to put Jared Davis on the outside. When you do that, you be able to, go out and actually win the drive and also the play. So I'm excited for him to be, in the middle. It's about time.
Vash Starwind, did I go to you for this question? I drank a lot of Mountain Dew.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you for answering that for me. What do you think about Jelani Tavai in the middle and Jared Davis not in the middle?
Well, first let me say to Maz and Power and friends, Elote!
Let's get that Mario going.
Hey, Yahoo! I got the
Mario.
Here we go.
Hey. So, me and my friends, we wanted this too. He's a big, young talent. I think it fits good there. I'm all about it. I agree. I like him in the middle. Yes, sir.
I'm happy about Jelani Tavai, man, in the middle. This is something that we talked about. Look, Jared Davis is a middle.
Talking about the man in the middle.
Man, middle. I'm in the middle right now, and I'm Jelani Tavai. What's going on? But yes, I think that it's a better spot for him because Jared Davis does have speed. He is a missile, and he can miss, but if he can hit, he does hit hard. So maybe that will help out. But I'm still concerned that he's not. Too. What's that? He can miss. He can miss.
He runs hard, hits hard, and he misses hard.
He misses like the gift. That's for facts.
For facts.
Also,
an open quarterback.
Also, there's so much lovely news coming out of training camp, and for a nerd like myself, I absolutely love hearing these little statistics, hearing everything that's taken place. And one of the issues that I love hearing, so what, Travis Troxel, is Jeff Okudah and Trufant was
third
the one
overall pick.
The third overall pick was the number one defense for the corners right off the bat. What do you think about this?
Hey, let's go. We did not go and draft this man third overall out of all the other players, and for us to for us to be able to hold on one quick second.
While he holds on for a quick second. Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't put out the third overall pick without trading back, trading up, doing all this other stuff to go get Jeffrey Okudah. Jeffrey Okudah was brought for a reason, folks.
Yes, sir.
Jeffrey Okudah is going to take over Desmond Trufant. Desmond Trufant is the stopgap from where Jeff Okuda comes in and Darius Slay went out.
Yep,
So
yes.
he is going to be a playmaker for years to come, and I'm excited. This man is going to be a beast.
Yes.
But
Oh,
hey, I do have the Gridiron Blitz on the line.
Nice.
hey, oh, Grid.
What's going on,
What
Gridiron?
up, Grid?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right. Hey, first of all, I gotta say, Vash, we love you, baby. We
Oh,
love
thank you
you.
so
You-
much. Thank you. God
You
bless.
are a natural. You are a natural at this. We got to get you on the show some more. I appreciate everything you've done, man, and rocking with ISN. You are the man.
I
Appreciate
love you
you.
back.
And
Yeah,
Travis,
brother.
Travis,
Love you
I
back.
need your help with this one right here. I need your
Oh.
this one to the gift right here. This one to
Uh-oh.
the gift. Hey, gift. What's 9 plus 10? 21. 21,
21.
man. 21. So with that being said, listen, I heard y'all talking about our beloved Detroit Lions, and I got to be real with y'all, man. I watched the Arizona Cardinal game, and our defense let us down, but the offense, guys, was scary. The offense was scary good. It was scary good. We made a few. I think the game fell apart when Jamal Agnew kind of fumbled at the end of the half, and that we kind of lost it after that, and then the defense let us down. So with that being said, I think that our team can be top 10 in offense. If you go back, you have NFL Game Pass for another 2 or 3 days and watch the Arizona Cardinal game, and the offense was really moving. And I think with the weapons that we have, Matthew Stafford being healthy, we are going to have an outstanding offense. We just need that defense to catch up to the offense, and we can be a scary team, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Scary.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Iron Blitz.
That's facts from the Gridiron Blitz.
And I just gotta say one thing. Back in the 2000, I think it was 15, 16, there was a little girl. She was on Dr. Phil, and the crowd started getting rowdy with her. And what she tell them? She said, "Catch me outside." How about that? That's what she said. And I'm gonna talk to the gift right now. Hey, gift, you know what 9 plus 10 is? And catch me outside. How about that? I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.
They don't
my
know.
God.
Dropping the mic.
Oh, my God.
Dropping the mic.
Oh,
Let's go.
Oh, my
Boom.
God. Oh, my darling.
Cause an earthquake.
Mark Orum from Orum's Forum.
Yes.
What do you think about Jeff Okuda and Trufant 1 and 2 starting on offense? While I'm speaking into a mic that's
On
not hooked up.
Defense?
Defense.
Hello.
Did I say offense?
Yes, sir.
Too much Kool-Aid.
Hey.
Too much
hey,
Kool-Aid.
Too
going
much
into
Kool-Aid,
my-
brother. Too much Kool-Aid. Hey, man, we didn't take this guy number 3 for nothing. He's not going to sit on the sidelines. I've been saying all along that don't be surprised because I know a lot of people, like, he had 2 bad days of training camp, 2 or 3 bad days of training camp, all over social media. This kid's a bust. This kid's this kid's a pile of trash. Then he started
Come on.
playing, but people were
Get
saying
outta
it.
here.
And exactly, right, bro? Like, people were saying it. And 3rd overall, guys, 3rd overall, this kid's going to play. I love that Amani Oruwariye is pushing him hard. That's awesome. But he's here to play, guys. He's here to play. He's a football guy. He's learning every day, and he's like I said, third overall. He's got Trufant with him, so I'm totally not surprised if he starts. I won't be surprised if he starts in 17, 18 days, whatever kickoff is. I will not be surprised if he's the number 1 guy with him and Trufant. I won't be. We just need to see Amani in there too as well, though.
That's facts on facts on facts with facts and more facts. Antonio Hightower, you actually like the Okuda pick. So what do you think about this news that he's already there on the number 1 defense? Okay, not offense, defense. I'm running out of Kool-Aid here. So what do you think about that, man?
Fill her up.
I mean, I'm not surprised. He came into the. I mean, he plays maybe the hardest. He has to make maybe the hardest jump from the college football to the NFL, and he only gets like a month to do it. Basically, it's like, well, you just gotta make this jump and do it in like a month.
Mm-hmm.
And he struggled for like the first couple of games, but over time he started getting better and better and better. And now here we are. It wasn't surprising to me. A lot of people was like, he has to be good. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
he has to start.
He'll
No, he
develop.
doesn't. I'm gonna say, do not put him in there if he's not ready. I'm gonna say let him come along. He's coming along. A lot of people are
Yeah.
a lot of people like to jump ahead. They like to make
Elite talents that will
assignments
develop.
now. Like, oh, well, they like to judge things off of the first practice. You weren't good in the first practice. Well, you're a bust already. Like a lot of people,
Crazy.
Yeah, facts.
like a lot of people love to make assumptions, but a lot of sports fans love to make assumptions because they just like that. So we just kind of ignore them people. But yeah, this isn't surprising to me. I kind of expected this. I was just like, well, let me see how he does. And then I noticed that over time he was getting better and better and better. And you heard less and less about Okuda struggling. Then you just heard Okuda had an okay day. Then you just started hearing Okuda was doing better and better. So this isn't really surprising to me. It's just kind of progression. Like the guy, he basically had to make instantly the transition from college to the NFL. Most guys get months. He gets a month. So yeah. So this isn't surprising to me.
Not surprising at all. And the cornerback position
Antonio,
is
facts.
extremely difficult to learn. I said be very patient with this young man. There's no need to rush it because we got to think about the long-term prospect, just like we did with Amani Owarie. So him picking up this quick is actually exciting to me.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm ecstatic about it just because he's a third overall pick and you expect him to be a day one starter, not with a cornerback, and he's picking it up. He's very intellectual. He's very smart. You can tell he's got a great head on his shoulder. Cool. He's an individual. I absolutely love hearing that he's starting really to pick up. This man, really,
MicroMike.
This is exciting. This is exciting. It truly,
MicroMike.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And in 19 minutes, folks, the question goes to you. You ask us anything. All of us is one. One of us is all. You could do whatever you want. Detroit Lions, your NFL team, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's facts.
Those likes up.
A little bit of rock.
Facts. So,
MicroMike is
let's continue to talk about training camp. And one notice thing I've been hearing is the defensive interior has actually been extremely well. We're talking about Nick Williams, Deshaun Hand. What do you think about this, Travis Troxel? The interior is doing great.
Hey, that was one of our biggest questions heading into the season. The lack of depth still is a concern, but to see Deshaun Hand finally be healthy, I'm going to give it to Mark Orum. Woo! Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, last year I did say Deshaun Hand is a game changer, and he will be that game changer for the Detroit Lions in 2020. And with that being said, I am excited that this defensive interior is coming along well.
Yes, indeed, Mark Orum from Orum's Forum. You are a big guy, 270. You love the interior. You love penetration. That's a fact.
I sure love penetration, bro. I do.
So let's talk about the interior of this defensive line. Nick Williams, Deshaun Hand. How does it make you feel hearing this?
Hey, very, 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 very happy. Especially Danny Shelton too, hearing about him dominating. But the Deshaun Hand too, like Trox said, we all know what type of player he can be, and him being out there dominating like he is, it's nice. And then hearing about Nick Williams, everyone was like, "Man, this guy's 29 years old. This guy's 29 years old, man. He's never done anything." And if you go look at his stats, they're like, it's like, wow, this guy didn't do nothing for his first 8 years in the NFL. It's really strange, but he held on to a team, got his opportunity in Chicago last year, played well. He got to start a few games. I think I don't think he started all 16. He might have, but I don't think he did. But he had a pretty decent year for a D tackle. We picked him up, and now he's in a defense. It seems like that he can really get into, and it seems like he's a Patricia guy. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I still want to hear a little bit more about Penasini and those guys.
You love hearing about him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? A little bit of Penasini.
Some of that Penasini.
Get you going, right? Hey, there you go.
Get Martha Ford going, that's for sure.
That's it, man.
Strong big.
Antonio Hightower, the interior of the defensive line. You love the interior of defensive line. You always talk about it. So tell me your thoughts on this with Nick Williams and the guys in the middle.
I think the interior defense line is going to be much improved. I think the loss of Jashawn Cornell is going to be kind of a big loss. I think he could have offered some pass rush ability for the interior defensive line. I already like Nick Williams. We all like Deshaun Hand if he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you said it.
So, I mean, I already think this. Then you also got some other guys who could play on the interior, who play on the end. So I already kind of liked how the interior on the defensive line was getting, because I had already been hearing Nick Williams was doing good in pass rush drills, and so was Deshaun Hand. Not so much Danny Shelton, but like he's not really expected to do that much. I'm saying because plus he was going against Frank Ragnow, so Ragnow had him in on lockdown.
That was awesome.
Frank Ragnow locks everything down.
Yeah,
He does. I think he could be. He's definitely Pro Bowl material. Could be an All Pro.
Yep.
But let's now switch a little bit to the people who are not talked about. We got Collins. We got Harmon. We picked a couple guys up in free agency, and we're just hearing nothing about these guys. Travis. What is going on? Is this a good or a bad thing that we're not hearing anything? Because the reports I'm reading, I'm seeing the same names, and I'm seeing the same names not on these reports.
Yeah, and that is very kind of alarming because it's like you need to have some sort of news. I know that some presidents are no news is good news, but I mean, you're playing in the NFL. You got to have some news.
Yeah.
So to have no news coming out of for these guys that we did go out and trade for or went out in free agency and signed, you have got to go out and make a name for yourself. If you want to stay, you have got to make a name for yourself. Every practice, every snap, every game, it doesn't matter. Because when you do that, I've always lived by this. Never give your coaches a reason to cut you. Even if you think that, I made it to the NFL. Go look at the guy from, who was it, the LA Rams, or it was I forgot what team it was. Where he
it happens.
where he tried to go and invite a lady friend into his dorm.
Seattle Seahawks.
That was the Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
He thought he made it. Hey, he thought he
made
it. And his whole career just ended in one move.
That's
so
not
never give your coaches a reason to cut you.
Never.
Hard.
What do you think about this news of the people? We're talking to Vash Starwind here. First off, huge shout out to Vash Starwind. Vash, throw out your buddies' channels that are in there, and then you can go ahead and answer the question.
Sure. All right. Well, man, I love it. Zombie JLT1. We got so many great people in here. We got Maz and Power, and there's Megadan 29, and there's Omega Ace Gaming, and there's Y Chromosome 99, and there's Retro Ryan and Retro Brady 83, and Super Mega Retro Bros, and gosh, Josh X05. Shout out to all my friends and family. I saw a lot of friends and family. I have a friend I've known from kindergarten. I saw him in here. Got my cousin, Retro Big Boy. I love you all. And I'll sing a little song. That's what I'll do. I'll sing a little song I wrote a couple years ago. It's only 4 lines long. I sing this to Michael Ryan.
Let's hear it.
It's about you got to pound the rock. You got to clean the clock. You have to win in the trenches. Keep them sore heading back to the benches. Yeah.
Boom, buddy. Yeah.
Important.
And that was a birthday song.
Love it, buddy. Love it.
Troxel.
Yay, happy birthday, Troxel.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Trox. Right, man.
And shout out to Gary Moore and his beautiful passes. He's a great best friend, and all my friends and family. I love all of you. Awesome. I love Detroit Sports Network, MicroMike, Troxel, Tone, Marco, everybody, baby. So thanks a lot, guys.
Appreciate that.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Gridiron Blitz.
Appreciate it, brother.
One Pride Podcast, baby. Sports Infinity, baby. Look at that. Woo! We got that again. Oh, no. Oh, no. Where is it? Where's the song?
Here we go. Money.
Here we go.
Here comes the money. Money.
And that's the frog crop because he just dropped a $10 super chat. Boom, boom, bam, bam. He says, my love for the Honolulu Blue guys is deep as it runs. And that being said, you guys just keep pushing the love. I'm all in and let's get this trophy. Hold it up high.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Winning attitude.
Let's win.
That's the winning attitude.
Cool. Kool-Aid.
That's right. We gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
Hey,
Maybe.
it can happen.
Hey,
Truck
hey,
said
Oh
so.
my God.
Hey, oh, hey, oh.
Hey, let's
Folks, get your questions
One of these
ready.
years.
In
Well, I'll
9
spin
minutes,
that
we
Kool-Aid
go
right
to
quick.
you. In
Oh, my
9
goodness.
minutes, we go to you for questions. Ask any of us. Ask us as a whole. Hashtag ISN. Hashtag Vash. Hashtag Vash the Rash. Whatever you want to say.
I'm not a rash.
let us know,
Maybe a good one.
and we will go. But what do you say about this, Mark Orum? We're not hearing about Collins. We're not hearing about her or Derrn Harmon. What do you think about this?
Yeah, like I'm actually trying to think of what I've been reading and hearing about. Like the only thing I'm hearing about Jamie Collins is that he's been playing a lot of middle. So I don't know what that means. And okay, because I know he did play some middle in New England, obviously, but you're not hearing anything positive. And with Harmon,
Well,
he's been really quiet. I think he might have had a good practice a few days ago. I think there was like maybe like a two-sentence blurb about him, but nothing outstanding. But Danny Shelton's the only guy that I've been hearing that's been kind of up and down. Took a few days to get acclimated, and then he's been having some battles with Ragnow. So I'm not too overly concerned about it, but you want to hear more. I think personally, I want to hear more from Jamie Collins. I want to hear that he's dominating a little bit, man. That he's knocking the dirt out of somebody. That's what I want. I want to hear that he put someone to sleep. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want to hear about especially Jamie Collins. So in a good way though, like you know what I mean. I just want to see that he's balling out there, and
balling.
But I'm not overly concerned, but it is something to think about. Yeah.
If you want to go and be put to sleep, just go through Mark Orum from Orum's Forum. His strong D will put you to sleep for good.
That's strong.
And that's why we got to keep him away from Martha Firestone.
It's all girth, eh? It's all girth. It's all girth.
Antonio Hightower. Antonio Hightower. As this thing goes deep, real deep, what do you think about these guys such as Collins, Harmon? While I try to compose myself, what do you think about this?
Scarpino.
I mean, I actually had heard some stuff about Jamie Collins. I know they was talking about how the running backs was tearing up the linebackers and the pass coverage girl. They was like, the only one who didn't get short was Jamie Collins. I'm like, well, that's kind of to be expected. Jamie Collins has been doing good in the pass coverage drills, but these guys aren't really guys that you're just gonna see pop up in the news report like, oh, Jamie Collins made this insane pick, or oh, Derrn Harmon just made this insane pick. Like this kind of guys who do their job, do the right thing, especially Harmon. Harmon just a guy who's gonna play deep. If anything, if you're hearing Harmon's name, it's probably not a good thing. If anything,
maybe. Yeah.
Jamie Collins is probably just like I've heard things about Jamie Collins in coverage, and that's pretty much all I need to hear. Because he's not gonna like that's one of the biggest reasons we brought him here. Also the mentor, but yeah, I'm not really that worried. If I would have been worried about anybody, it would have been Collins. But I mean, I'm not really that worried about him. Especially not about Harmon, because his position, if anything, you don't want to hear his name at his position. Like he just plays deep, make sure nobody gets beat deep, cover the back half of everybody, make sure everybody got help. So if you're hearing his name, it's probably not a good reason.
Yeah. Okay. Look, you could be heard good or bad. It's better, I guess, if you want to play it safe to not be heard. And that's one of those things that you're dealing with. And before we go to the questions in 5 minutes, 5 minutes, we're going to do a quick last question for us. And then we go to you. And Trox, Jonah Jackson has been on the right side the whole time. And basically Joe Dahl basically on the left side of the offensive line the whole time. Quick thoughts on this. What do you think about that?
When I first seen it, I actually got excited because it is about time we start locking down our offensive line. We got Taylor Decker. Say what you want. I mean, he's still relatively young. He still got some room to grow, but he has to have a breakout year this year. It is a contract year. He is going to be playing for that money, and it's about time. He needs to. If that's what's going to motivate him, then so be it. Let that motivate him. We probably would have to look into the draft to replace him because, truth be told, I don't want to put person that's motivated about the money. Okay. I want a guy that's motivated about, going out there and winning for the team, winning for the city. And Jonah Jackson, when we got him, I was just like, that's a power move, because that is going to be going towards your offensive line to where you can stabilize that and you can actually keep your quarterback upright. And the number one thing that we have not been able to do, and that is run the football.
Oh yeah, which makes me excited.
Yes, it
absolutely.
Sure does. It sure does. Vash Starwind, Mr.
Sure
Vash
does.
Starwind. Jonah Jackson, right side. Joe Dahl, left side. Running the football makes you excited. Initial thoughts on this?
Well, it just makes me think that with the decisions made in the draft, gearing up to run the ball more, it'll just create so much more opportunities. I like how he drafted Swift. I'm excited to see him. As far as the guards, it'll work itself out who gets the number one spot, and they'll keep progressing. Remember, we're still pretty early right now, and so oh yeah, very excited to run that football. It'll open up more, so it'll just help out, make our defense rest. Nothing but good things. Makes me very excited to have a good run game again. Finally, right? Finally. Holy mackerel.
Finally. Yep.
Oh my holy mackerel, Antonio Hightower. Jonah Jackson, right side. Dahl, left side. What do you think about this?
And let's not count out Kerryon Johnson either. So no disrespect to that, because he still is a phenomenal talent. So two good running backs. Hey, sure, they're deep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is surprising me. I've been saying for months I already knew it was gonna be Joe Dahl on the left, Jonah Jackson on the right. So it's not surprising to me. Only reason I would think that it would be different is because Joe Dahl hasn't came back from injury all the way, and he's not in the starting lineup. That's the only way I would have saw Jonah Jackson playing at the right. I'm at the left. So this is this isn't surprising to me because I already knew this, With them in the lineup, we're probably gonna have a great pass protection. Run game, not so much, but we're gonna be really good in pass protection. So this is really that surprising to me. I kind of expected this. I would have been more surprised if it wasn't like this.
Dat says, Trox, I saw you on Butcher Block's channel. Shout out to Dats for following the Travis Troxel Sports Talk.
Appreciate that, Dats.
His stream. We appreciate you. You are epically awesome, awesomely epic, and I appreciate you. What do I think about this offensive line? Jonah Jackson, rookie, 3rd round pick. Yay! Yay! It's not Kenny Wiggins. It's not Ibushi. Yay!
Flag, no more flag.
That is a win.
Oh.
That is a win.
Sheriff
and even
Wiggins
Simba says that's a win.
We don't want Sheriff Wiggins starting on the right side or left side. Joe Dahl, we all kind of figured that. That's kind of like, we all kind of got that idea. But I'm happy to see the young man start that right side. Hopefully he could have an impact like Larry Warford did. He was a 3rd round pick as well. Yeah. It will be interesting to see how this bad boy plays out. Folks, it is your time to ask us a question. Again, if you want to ask Travis Troxel on this side, go ahead. If you want to ask Vash Starwind on this side, if you want to talk to these two gentlemen below, you can, or all of us as one. Put hashtag ISN, put hashtag Vash, do hashtag whatever you want, and we will see it. I see the first question here from Jorge. He says, what do you think about Brian's Urlach's comment? Free Kyle Rittenhouse, Patriot Lives Matter? Travis Troxel. I didn't even hear about this, so I can't answer. I have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't heard about that either. I know Brian Urlacher was very vocal over the past couple days, especially on Twitter. And I didn't really read a whole lot into it, so I don't really know too much about it. But I know it was something that was that he did say something about it.
Does anyone hear about that? Because I honestly I have no idea.
I can.
We don't know. You don't need to do research. We'll just keep going on from there, and we'll go because there's no reason for that. We can answer that another time, and we will get into it. But I honestly have no idea about that. It seems like they're doing that with safeties. They're bringing the box as well as defense while they cross-train to keep them fresh. Not 100% sure what he's referring to. I do not know. But if you got a question, throw it in the chat. We will answer it really, really quick. Streamlabs is putting comments in there, so I can't tell you what they want because it is not going to answer a question that I asked it. I just got that feeling, folks. It's not going to do that. But I got a question for you, Antonio Hightower. That we heard that the running back for the Chicago Bears went down, and it looked like it could be a serious injury. He's a very good running back for them. And they also lost their defensive tackle who opted out for the year. Does that give us a better chance to win now they don't got Montgomery and they don't got their defensive tackle?
I mean, it does, but the problem is the Bears are like they're cellar dwellers just like us. Yeah, give us a better chance to win. But if it was like the Packers or Vikings, it would be a little bit more impactful. Other than the Bears, who also have a lot of questions just like us. Also, I think Montgomery's kind of replaceable anyway because the guy for them is Tariq Cohen, but that does hurt their offense, especially because one of the quarterbacks can't throw and the other one has questionable ability to throw. Maybe one of them tight ends can jump in and do it.
Oh yeah,
They
They do got 9 tight ends.
Well, they got 700 of them, so
Yeah, they just went up to 859. They just got 859 tight ends, and they're all not quarantined.
actually,
what do you think about this, Mark Orum from Orum's Forum? To me, I thought Montgomery was a big fall for them. That hurt the team.
I think it's a big fall for them because hey, that offense needs all the help they can get.
Mm-hmm.
They do. You know what I mean? They got a pretty good stud in Allen Robinson. Quarterback is iffy. Two pretty good running backs in Cohen and Montgomery. We don't know the full extent of the Montgomery groin injury. Is it really bad? Because I read that it was kind of in the unknown. But if they do lose him, that's definitely gonna hurt them because Cohen's not a 3-down back.
Yeah.
He's not, guys. He's a slot receiver playing running back. That's what he is. So I don't even know who their backup is. I don't even know who's
their tight end.
Well,
that will be the backup. We
don't have a long enough show, bro. We don't have a long enough show to name their tight ends. So, but yeah, it's a big loss for them because they need all the help they can get, guys. They do.
Here's a question from Jorge Travis Troxel. Will you do a show for our ISN fantasy draft? It is Sunday.
That is true. Our fantasy draft is happening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to try to see what I could do. And we're going to have a live stream show on the Infinite Sports Network fantasy draft.
Yes, and folks, it will be awesome to witness as I defeat everybody in there. And you see the roster that I get because these guys don't know football like me. I know everything in that regard. So I cannot wait to have a roster to win and show you how this stuff goes. But
what? I'll be there.
Look.
Support ISN. Oh, yeah.
Damien Estrada has a question. It says, do you all think that the NFL should cancel the season, especially since Vic Fangio said that the NFL isn't a racist? Interesting. What do you think about that, Mark Orum?
Do I think the NFL should cancel the season?
Yeah.
No.
Don't be a crank.
No, I don't think they should cancel the season. Absolutely not.
True.
Do you think the NFL, like what? The NFL isn't like? Well, what kind of statement is that? Vic Fangio said the NFL. Like, oh, come on, man. Like, guys, no, the NFL should not cancel the season, man. No.
The NFL needs to go on. It is our avenue to get away from everything that happens.
Yeah, we need this.
I'm gonna say this.
Sports, man.
I'm gonna say this one time and one time only, and that is the NFL will save America.
NFL is my avenue.
I hope so.
We cannot cancel the season. I can't take another 2020. We got to go into the new year playing some pigskin. I got to see some Detroit Lions football. I don't care. I went off through a season where we're 3-12-1, and I don't like that taste.
Facts.
That tastes like the toenail from Antonio Hightower.
Yuck.
It's not too good. And
it's nasty.
That's nasty.
So nasty.
It's so gross and nasty.
Trucks, I got a question for you. What's a game that the Detroit Lions play this season, right? That we're like, we think we're going to win, but that we could actually lose that game.
Divisional?
Bum 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 bum.
I'm gonna say week 2 in Green Bay.
I don't want to lose that game.
Hey, I don't either. But it is Lambeau and it is the refs. We got to go out there, smash them in their face, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and often.
Facts.
Got to get a big lead on them.
Yeah, get a big lead and don't let up off the gas pedal.
You get a big lead, and now at the end, what he said, don't let off the gas pedal, and you don't have to worry about something like what happened.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a travesty beyond travesties. I hate
that's
the
like
Green
Nick
Bay
Borden being
referee.
cut.
Oh, that's kind of a fact. You know, it's one of those deals where we all know Nick Borden is he gonna get cut. Come on.
No, he ain't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it. Let's do a round fire. Mark, Orum's forum.
Yes,
does Nick Borden get cut?
Yes.
One for you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Trox. You're my boy, buddy. You're my boy. I'm sorry, man.
You're up for no. Vash Starwind, does Nick Borden get cut?
He might make it.
Woo!
Okay,
I'll
one
take
and one.
that. I'll take that.
Antonio Hightower.
No way to know. No way to know.
I think him and Bo Scarborough getting cut.
What?
Oh!
No.
Yeah, Antonio.
That was not the question.
He's not drunk off Kool-Aid.
That was not the question. So to me, that actually,
Bo's in trouble.
Keeping it real.
that actually hurts. That actually hurts my feelings. Travis,
Green Bay loss
Rockwell,
hurt my feelings.
does Nick Borden get cut?
Well,
Absolutely not. He makes this team. He's going to make the team. He's going to win the defensive player of the year, the offensive player of the year, the league MVP, the NFL MVP, the what is it? The Super Bowl MVP. He's going to win the year. He's going to be the man of the year. Oh, yes. Nick Borden is going to be a beast.
Kool-Aid. It looks like Kool-Aid. That looks like a little bit of Kool-Aid.
He's going to make the team, though. He's going to make the team.
It's a
He
tie.
probably will.
Tiebreaker.
Oh.
To the no.
Mighty MicroMike.
Dr. Detroit says, I think Miami is the sleeper team in the AFC. Who is your sleeper team in each division? Ooh,
I like that. I like that. That's a good one. Dr. Detroit.
It's on the line.
Okay.
Good one.
That's right. That's right. I'm on the line. What's up, fellas? What's going on?
Yeah.
Hey.
Grid in the building.
What's going on,
What
Grid?
was the Nick Borden vote? Where
It
we at
was
with that?
3 cut, 2 not cut.
Well, he making a team because I say not cut.
Yes.
No!
Yes.
No!
We got a tiebreaker, man. We got to get a tiebreaker on this.
We need a Bo Scarborough vote.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we need a Bo vote.
As far as Travis is concerned, you gotta remember it was his birthday yesterday, so he's still coming off that. You know they say your birthday is the best day of the year, so you got to let Travis slide on the Kool-Aid with that. But I wanted to really call because I was just so consumed with what 9 plus 10 was. So I forgot to mention that ISN, thanks to you guys, is at 830 subscribers. Okay, and we are well on our way. At the pace we're going, fellas and ladies in the chat, we could be at 1,000 on Tuesday for the next One Pride podcast. That is the goal. And with that being said, I forgot to mention this. Thank you, Vash. Appreciate you, man. With that being said, if that is the case, on show on Tuesday, we will unveil the Infinite Sports Network website. We are currently working on that, and that will be unveiled. If we can do it by Tuesday, it'll come out Tuesday. But I just got to say, great show, fellas. Way to bring the energy. Way to bring the fun. And that's what this is about. It's a tough time. It's been a tough year, and we need some fun. So thank you, guys. Appreciate you and love you all. I'll talk to you later.
Dats, are you Tigers fans in here? And how are you feeling about our team's shot at the playoffs this year with 18 playoffs? Yes, I'm a Tigers fan.
Absolutely.
Yes, you're a Tigers fan. Yes, but Mark Orum is the residential Tigers fan. What do you think about this, Mark Orum?
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to have to get to 30 games. They're going to have to get to 30 games to make the playoffs. They're playing good baseball right now, though.
Fighting hard.
They just won a series against the Indians. They beat the Cubbies. Cubbies are one of the best teams in the majors. So is Cleveland. They're kind of up and down. They don't have the pitching, though. They don't have the pitching, and they strike out too much. But I'd love to see them make the playoffs, but they got to get to 30. And I think that's going to be really, really tough, man. We're already halfway there. That's unbelievable. We're already at 30 games.
Yeah.
So
let's go Tigers.
Yeah, I'd love to see them do it, but I don't think they're going to make it. They're going to fall short.
They're fighting hard.
They're fighting hard, though. They're fighting hard.
Individuals on the panel here, the links are in the description. Subscribe to everyone. We appreciate that. I see a question from Damian Estrada, a couple up there. Not that one, but there is a couple of other questions. It is, let me see. Sorry. Do you all think no.
Not that one.
Maybe it was another one. Let's see here. What's y'all thoughts on Earl Thomas? Would y'all want him on y'all's team since y'all didn't get Everson Griffin? No, I do not.
No, because it's covered.
Team. We got it covered. Harmon, Tracy Walker.
Exactly.
There is no reason.
It.
There is no absolute reason to bring him on the team. He would be actually a net negative, in my opinion, instead of a net positive. If we're going to bring someone on the team, go. If we're going to
you know, Toad's coming.
We do. Let's do the defensive line. In my opinion, we're fine in the safety position. I think those two will do fine. Harris is in development. I think he does have a bust factor, but I'm not going to push Harmon or Tracy Walker out of the way for Earl Thomas, who's at the end of his career, Mark Orum.
Yeah.
Don't see him being a Lion.
You know what? He's a Hall of Fame safety, but just he's got a lot of baggage, man, to him right now. And I don't think that's what the Detroit Lions or Matt Patricia are obviously looking for. I don't think a lot of teams are looking for that. I think our safety room is perfectly fine, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? Like you talked about Will Harris, Mike. Like, yeah, he's kind of, you know what I mean? He's been struggling a little bit here. So like, but he comes in, Earl Thomas comes in. What? Okay. Who you sitting? You're going to sit Harmon and you're going to sit Walker, or which one are you going to sit? Right.
Yep.
I don't think Earl Thomas is a bad football player. He's not a bad football player, but he's just he's got something going on with him in his personal life. And he does not get along with people. And he didn't get along with anybody at Baltimore from day one, apparently. I've been reading up on this a little bit, and fighting with teammates, fighting with coaches, being late to meetings. Like, if he's going to do that in Baltimore, a bona fide championship, like a bona fide playoff team, what's he going to do in Detroit? You know what I mean? He ain't going to come to practice. So I don't know, man. I'm saying no on that. Facts.
Facts.
But he's a good football player, though. He's a good football player. I'll never take that away from him. But I just don't think the Lions would be looking for something.
He's on fire.
Wait. Toasty. Nomis J is in the building. Shout out to Nomis J. Do a
What's up, Gnome? What's up, baby?
I want to see some hashtag Gnome Strong. Much love.
Hashtag Gnome Strong.
Yeah, he's got some stuff going on, so let's show some love to Nomis J. He's a very good young man. We appreciate everything about him.
Love
Travis Troxel, what about Earl Thomas? Detroit Lion or not Detroit Lion? That's his question.
I did make a video on it, and I said he is not going to come to Detroit. For one, we have to prove that we are a winning franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Two, that we don't have no need for him. I mean, we really don't. If you really look at the roster, we don't have no need for him. We need more, like Mike said, a defensive lineman. Whether it's interior, exterior, it doesn't matter. We need guys to put pressure on the quarterback, to make offensive lines nights a living nightmare. That's what it's all about. Because you do that, you will win games quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Vash Starwind, I hear you're fairly vocal when it comes to Earl Thomas. Give me your opinion.
It's just not a good fit for the Lions. It just makes no sense. So,
Yeah.
total agreement. I mean, he might do good somewhere, but I just don't see him being a Detroit Lion. So
I agree with
that's what I have to say about that.
Antonio Hotire. What do you think about this? Is I heard you go, when you go, that means you disagree.
So here's one thing about the situation. My question, it really isn't this, would the Lions even consider pick him up? Because I definitely would. The real question would be, do the Lions think their locker room is strong enough to be able to take in a personality like Earl Thomas? Because this is one of the moves the Patriots would make. Do the Lions feel like they can be one of those teams? They can bring him in and go like, listen, you got one chance. You mess up, you out of here. And if the Lions think they can do that, I would definitely pick him up because he would easily be the best player on the team. Yes, I said the team.
No
Yes,
way.
No.
Earl
Not at
Thomas
this point.
is still
Not
an elite safety, one of the best free safeties in the league.
How about that Derrick
Chuck
Henry?
Pollard might have passed him last season, but if we talking about compared to anything we else got, especially compared to Harmon,
Don't
oh
see
no,
Stafford
not even
out,
comparison.
go 0-8. Earl
I don't think it's a
Thomas
comparison
out,
thing.
we don't go 0-8.
Right.
Matthew Stafford is by far the most valuable person on this
And
team.
I didn't say he's the most valuable person. I say he's the best player on the team. Now Stafford's the most valuable person on the team because he's the quarterback, but Earl Thomas would be the best player on the team.
Yeah.
I just don't see him fit. I just don't see the fit in the locker room, man.
No.
Like you said, Tony, like Antonio, like you said,
No.
and he is the locker room strong enough? And I don't know if it is. Like I really don't know if it would be. I don't know, man.
Look,
He is still a good safety though, man. He's one of the best.
Yeah, man. Dr. Detroit says, everyone, I think Miami's a sleeper team. And he asked this before the AFC, what's your sleeper team in each division? We'll just go one person by each division. I'll go with the NFC West. I think a sleeper team there is the Arizona Cardinals. I'm not saying they can win their division.
Cardinals, that's my vote.
Yeah, the Cardinals, to me, man, they look like they can really take a step for a wild card spot. They just got a really tough division.
Are the Cardinals considered still a sleeper team?
I would, because the division they're in.
Because I'm saying I've been hearing people talk about all off season about how good the Cardinals is, how they're going to be super good. Some people thought they might win the division, so
I don't think they can win the division. It's so tough. That's why I'd call them a sleeper team. Is they'd be a wild card individual to get a wild card up and kind of be a Tennessee Titan.
Perhaps the toughest division in the NFC, right? NFC West.
That could be one of the toughest divisions in the NFL, right there. The NFC West. Mark Orum, what say you? What's a sleeper team to you?
In the NFC or AFC?
In any, it doesn't matter.
For sure. Yeah.
Man, I say AFC. I don't know, man. I like. I think the Jets. I think the Jets can maybe make a little bit of noise in that division now with Tom Brady moving over to Tampa Bay. I don't think they're going to win it, but I think they could win some games this year. Maybe that offense might be a little bit banged up though because they lost some wide receivers. But
Bills,
I don't know. Yeah, the Bills, man. The Bills are good. Actually, that's a really good call, the Bills, man. But I'll stick with the Jets. You take the Bills, brother. That's a good one.
A sleeper team that everybody expects to win the Super Bowl, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
Jaguars actually
no.
Oh my God! So, what's a sleeper team for you, Travis Troxel of Troxel Nick Bawden Sports Talk? The 88 team.
No,
the
Detroit Lions, the team that everyone wants to sleep on because they think that we are baby Simba.
Oh.
We are going to come out roaring loud and proud, restore the roar, defend the den.
Yes.
And win a playoff game.
I love it.
After 1991. Because that's what it's about. You go out and win games, and that is exactly what the Detroit Lions are going to do.
He's on fire.
He's on fire. Vash Starwind, sleeper team. Who you got?
Okay. Can never count out the Eagles because they are tough and they know how to win. NFC, AFC, expect the Bills to win that division, I think. But the Patriots are a winning organization. But I say Bills, and yeah, I just love watching it so much. So there you go. There's two for each
I
conference.
like that Eagles pick. They could be a sleeper team. Antonio Hightower, sleeper team for you.
This is tough. There's a lot of sleeper teams for me. I think the biggest sleeper team for me probably will be the Washington football team.
They got a defensive line that scares the hell out of
that. That
Yeah.
front seven is insane. If they can stay healthy, if Jonathan Allen can stay healthy, if Derrn Payne can stay on the field, they got Reuben Foster. We know about his problems that he had with the 49ers. But before those problems, as a rookie, he looked like one of the best linebackers in the NFL. They got Sean Dion Hamilton. They got a lot of guys, and that defense, like, it can be nasty. Troy Apke, pretty good safety. I know they lost one of the corners, but that front seven is scary. The O-line is pretty solid. We got to see if Brandon Sheriff can stay healthy because he's one of the best guards in the NFL whenever he's healthy. Can't forget about scary Terry. Terry McLaurin is a monster. I actually think that Dwayne Haskins will take a jump this year.
He's looking good, man.
Like, I think they just threw him into the fire last year because, Washington is pretty horribly run, if we can see with all these reports about Dan Snyder in that organization. But
Sell the team, Dan.
Yeah. But they would probably have to be my sleeper because, it would be either them or Jacksonville, and I'm probably just going to go with them.
I don't give a thumb. What's going on? Welcome to the chat, sir. We appreciate you.
Thumbs up.
Dance! I love Dance! Dance is the... She says the Lions are winning the Super Bowl. Man!
Let's go,
girl.
Let's
One
go.
day, I hope.
Comment of the day. Let's go. One pride or don't ride.
Absolutely.
We love that, man. I hope you're right. That would be the greatest thing of all time. No doubt about it. Let's see here. What do y'all think about saying the Bucks are going to win the Super Bowl? Look, I know a lot of people say it. The Bucks are overrated. I do think they're a scary team, though. I do think that they are a scary team. Winning the Super Bowl, I don't know, but I definitely don't want. I'm worried, man. I'm worried about that team, Trox.
Who?
The Bucks. Oh my God! Hello, Morpheus.
Hey.
Jeez. Let it ride. The Buccaneers.
Oh, the Buccaneers. They're going to win a Super Bowl, but it's not going to be this year. The Super Bowl is in Tampa Bay, and we have never seen a team go to the Super Bowl and host the Super Bowl in the same year. So look for the Bucks to win the Super Bowl next year.
Dats, if you're a Lions fan, you need to subscribe to my channel. I do Lions content every day. I'm a big Lions fan, so please hit that subscribe button. It's MicroMike, Detroit Lions Talk with MicroMike. I appreciate you. What about you, Mark Orum from Orum's Forum? Buccaneers, are you scared? Are they overrated, underrated? What do you think, man?
Hey, man, TB12. TB12. You know what I mean? That's all. TB12. But hey, no, seriously, that's
many times.
They talk about scary fronts, man. That's a scary defense, and their front seven is extremely scary. They got some linebackers, some D linemen. They get to the ball, man. That's a good football team, and you can't, like I said, you can't knock TB12. He's a leader. He's a general on the team.
Facts.
He makes that team a lot better. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl this year, but I think they're going to make some noise, and they could possibly win that division. You never know.
And may I say, I'd say something about the Cowboys, but they confused me last year and never count out the Titans either. You got Derrick Henry, man. You don't hit the king that way. He is such a beast. Loved watching that guy.
Folks, we have been on for nearly an hour and a half, and we have 5 minutes to go, and Chastity Hudson decides to jump in now. Why did you wait?
What's going on, Chastity?
What's her picture? So, with that said, it is time for final words, and that's where we give a chance to say adios, amigos. Tonio Hightower, what do you got to say to the chat while we close this bad boy out?
Oh, it was nice to come on here today and pour out that gallon jug Kool-Aid some of y'all be drinking, Need it. I'm ready to watch this. I know y'all talk about road to the Super Bowl. I can't wait to see the Lions, do the road to the #1 pick. So,
Oh my! They ain't gonna be the number one pick.
Oh my God!
And see Kenny Galladay get overpaid.
Kenny Galladay's awesome.
Pass from Matthew Stafford. So yeah.
Wow, the residential,
Fun to listen to.
the residential.
Boy, boy,
We're gonna go down to Mark Orum. What do you got to say when we close this bad boy out?
Fun
I'm
to listen
depressed now. Antonio just made me depressed. Tony just. I love you, brother. I love you. Yeah, man. It was a great night, guys. Thanks for having us, man. Thanks for coming out in the chat, guys. It was fun. Love doing it. Get that strong D out there, guys. It's all about penetration. You know what I'm saying? Do it, man. Let's go, guys. Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Couple more weeks, man. Let's beat up on Chicago, guys. Come on. Let's go.
And I am going to throw this to Vash Starwind. What do you got to say to the chat when we close this bad boy out?
Man.
I have to say, it's very fun listening to you, Tone, Mark Orum, Trox, MicroMike. Huge fans of ISN, Grid, all you guys. Please subscribe. Tell your friends, like a plant, make it grow strong. So I appreciate you guys. I'm sure it's not the last you'll see of me. I can't say enough good things about you. To everybody who came to visit me today in the chat, you know, I got so much love for you, undescribable. So
Thanks,
much
brother.
love and happy to be here. And I love you guys. Go Lions. Hey, one of these years, man, we got to win that division and be a playoff threat. Come on. You know, let's do it, man. We're only here for so long. Let's get those Lions W's. Let's win a playoff game. Let's be a playoff threat. Boy can dream. A boy can dream.
Hey, we appreciate you coming in here, Vash. It was a blast. You have me rolling with your funniness, and I like it. While I give my last words really quick because Travis's channel goes last, I want to say I appreciate everybody for jumping in here. It's very humbling. Everyone that came in, much love to all you guys, all Vash's friends. Appreciate you jumping in. Subscribe to their channels. They are content creators just like us. And
Good
that's
people.
what it's all about. Vash, huge shout out to you. Appreciate you jumping on.
Love you.
Had fun. You're one funny guy. You got the Mario stuff going on. I love it.
Yahoo!
If you have not watched my video about the Lions, watch it. I dropped it every day at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Subscribe. You get your Detroit Lions content. With that said, folks, adios.
Hey, this one is for Vash Starwind.
Here we go.
Appreciate you, brother, for coming out.
Much love.
Appreciate everyone who came out today. Enjoyed a beautiful Thursday night on the One Pride podcast presented by ISN. And, you know, subscribe to all the members on the channel, every member in Infinite Sports Network, all of Vash Starwind's friends that came out. And I appreciate the 2,000 subscribers. That meant a lot to me. I appreciate all the birthday wishes. That did mean a lot to me as well. Your boy got a little older and a little bit more grayer. But
yeah. Welcome to the club, buddy.
Hey, absolutely. But with that being said, love you guys. Stay safe, wash your hands, continue practice social distancing because the coronavirus is still a thing out there. But with that being said, love you guys. Peace.